In this video, I am going to review a down level game. The black is a AGA 4 dan and the white is AGA 5 dan. In this game, white obviously outplayed the black because white played a better opening than black. Here, black made some mistakes in the opening. As I have suggested, mistakes in opening are usually very subtle. You can see AI would only criticize for 1 or 2 points. There are very subtle mistakes when it comparing to some blunder that will cost you 10 points of territories. So usually, it's the middle game and end game that could determine a game. However, if you do not do well in the opening, you will go into a difficult game, and you may have a high chance that you could not force your opponents to make mistakes and hence getting a comeback. So here, let's dive into the game and let's see what black could improve. To this point is standard Joseki, so let's continue. The first thing I want to criticize about this game is this 2-space extension. You can see, black played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stones, all on the second or third line. This is not a great thing. We know that after we have AI, if white choose to play the Shosaku move, usually black will play the 2-space extension instead of some large knight move, diagonal move, or this kind of move. The 2-space extension is the most common one. However, we need to check out the edge. This is not a very valuable edge. We also need to check out that after the structure of this corner, the next move for black is to play a move here. Because if black wants to play more efficiently trying to get this one, white simply have some endgame benefits. For example, playing this one, and white could get some endgame benefits. By the way, sometimes, occasionally, this may not be a gain for white because black also become more solid on the left hand side, but there are other problems, for example playing the Hanefrus or playing other kinds of invasion, so generally the diagonal move is better than the knight move, and if black could only play the diagonal move here, now black has 6 stones on second or third line. Not a very good choice here. Although AI have a lot of new ideas in terms of opening, but some classical ideas about opening is still very valid. For example, we have a classical theory that we like to develop the edge with a structure of placing on both 4th line and the 3rd line. We consider that this kind of structure is a good move. We consider that the 4th line working with the 3rd line is a good structure, and stone stuck in the 3rd line is inefficient. And white could easily limit black development with some shoulder hit, or even if white do not play anything, it's not very easy for black to further develop. Although this is a very subtle mistake, I think the 2-space extension is not a very great move. It is better for black to place corner enclosure here, or if black really wants to play around this edge, I would consider playing point A. Playing the large knight move. Playing this move have the defect of the pip, but I think that in the future as black may get this one, black have a better shape on the left hand side. This is the combination of 3rd line and 4th line. Then let's continue the game. Here, white play the approach, black play the knight move, white play the attach. I want to share my opinion to this one. We all know this is a Joseki, but I really don't like black to play this Joseki against the Shosaku move. The reason is that, as both whites is very solid, black playing the invasion would only create a burden and would not bring black a lot of territories, as white is so solid. White have many choices to attack the invasion stone. However, it is easy for white to develop. White have a lot of good points. The bend, the shoulder hit, and the knight move are all good points for white to further develop the edge. So, I think this is a very good shape for white, a very easy to play shape. If you have watched this video, I think you should try out getting this structure in your game. I think it's a very easy to play structure. As white have solid corner, it's hard for white to mess up. So, to prevent white to get this result, I think if I'm black, I will probably play the push to choose this Joseki, preventing the white to develop the edge. Or I will play the invasion at first. However, the invasion is also something you need to bear in mind, because if you play the one space pincer, which is very common, but it's possible for white to play this pincer. A very comfortable move or a jump and then pincer. These moves are some considerable choice for white. This is a very common structure that you can find because it's just a diagonal move and then playing an approach. But it's very easy for white to get a satisfied result on this edge. So you may try to research a bit to this edge. For example, you could consider free space pincer, or you could also consider variation I have suggested, but you need to look out some variations afterwards. Here, in this game, you will see that why I think is a very good edge for white. In the next move, as there is no very obvious big point, black decided to play this one and extend. White played a bend. A very obvious big move, and also the best choice according to AI. It's very easy to play this move. You can see it's just very strong. And black getting this big move. White again getting a very comfortable shoulder hit. This shoulder hit is comfortable because if black responds with some simple choices here, then white could get more stones in the center, and black's edge is very thin. These two moves also become inefficient. So this is white's plan, and black do not want to allow white's plan to come true. As a result, black played the counter attack. However, the counter attack is still not very good, because this is a strange position to play. You can see it's a 2-space extension for these two black stones. However, this 2-space extension could not help black to get a lot of territories. And this move may help black to get a base for these two black stones, but these two black stones is theoretically connecting to the group here, although the white may try to cut off it, but the black do not need to get a base here. As a result, this move help blacks to get some territories and help blacks to get some base, but these two things is not valuable. After white block and the fight continues, if white just get into the center, white could still cut off the black, and this move does not help black to get a base and either do not help black to get any territories, while white playing this move already destroying all the territories on the edge. So, not a successful fight for black. Considering this, I think playing the knight move is still better, because you are helping the weak group. This is the weak group, and black is helping the weak group. The real concern for black. And also protecting the territories on the edge. So although it's weak, but I think it's still a better direction comparing this move. But of course, here the best move for black is to play a jump to cut off the white. This move is preventing the white to connect and also preventing the whites to develop the center, and also strengthening the group. So this is a move that have many valuable functions and the real good move the black should play. Here if white block, black try to block the white and forcing the whites to get a live shape on the edge. You can see now it's not comfortable for white. Now white is forcing to push his head to black's wall. And these two stones are working. While black block, white still need to try to figure out which is the best way to lift the group. Maybe something like this one to lift the group. And black could get a center to develop the center. For example, this kind of move to develop the center. And it's a good game for black in my opinion. You can see if you could force white to play a move, pushing his head to the black wall, and while white still do not have enough eye shape after black blockage, then your stones are working efficiently. And also, if white try to play something like this one, black could play the counter attack. And as a result, these two black stones are also working. While in the real game, as we can see that if white play a move here, these few stones do not work efficiently and may even become a burden for black. In the real game, white decided to protect the territories for the edge, a very greedy move, so black need to give some pressure to this white group. Here white play the attach, and black connect, white extend. Black playing this one. White play the band, and white easily fixing the shape. By looking to the shape, you can see it's quite clear that it's not possible for black to attack the group. And black still need to prevent white to playing the cut. A very obvious success for white. I think here no matter what, black need to consider playing counter-attack. No matter what, the PP is the only move. You need to destroy white shape. Although there is an attach, and here the fight may be complicated. For example, if black play the harness, white may play a cut. Here, if black consider the hit and try to fight, it will become a very complicated game. Or if black play the retreat, white playing here. And still, this may be a bit complicated. But black need to fight. Then these few stones would be useful, would be efficient. But in the real game, you don't destroy white shape, and allowing white to fix the shape easily is no way for black to win the game. You can see white destroy black's territories, destroy black's potential to develop the center, and do not need to pay off a big cost. Maybe the only cost is that the potential for white to develop the edge is a bit limited, but black thickness here, a very good shape here, is also not very useful. As I have suggested, this is very solid shape for white. Even if black try to play 1, 2, 3 moves in a row, I think it's not very difficult for white to manage these two stones. White could jump out, could play the attach, could play this kind of attach or this kind of diagonal move to get eye shape. These two white stones would not be easily killed. As a result, black getting a good shape is not efficient. You need to prevent your opponents to get a good shape. You need to play counter attack. If white retreats, your stones are working together. These stones giving a very big pressure to the white group, and white still need to struggle to manage the weak. In this sense, it's still an early game for black. But in the real game, Even this is a no-call-me game, white is already starting to lead, and it's just about 16 moves. So you can see when you are playing in some bad directions, even without many problematic moves considering some misread in Tetsuji or calculation, inaccuracies in direction would also be very fatal to a game. So this is my sharing in this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.